All right, one more like this, slightly harder. Okay, room for my paper. All right, why is this more difficult? You're missing your hypotenuse. So make sure you have to do Pythagorean theorem. So let's do. So pause the video and do this on your own. This is so easy. You can do this by yourself. All right, 7 squared plus 3 squared equals c squared. 49 plus 9. 58. So radical 58. Okay. Then we label. Hypotenuse. Which one's opposite? There's 3. Adjacent. So what's sine? Opposite over hypotenuse. Cosine? 7 over 58. Radical 58. Don't forget the radical. That's a big... that shows me that you actually know what you're doing. And tangent is 3 over 7. Cosecant flip. Radical 58 over 3. Radical 58 over 7. And 7 over 3. Now these two you should rationalize. 3 radical 58 over 58. All right. And 7 radical 58 over 58. You should rationalize those. Make sure there's not a square root in the denominator. Okay? And we're done. Now these are a little tricky. I probably won't ask you to do too many of these, but I would like to go over them. All right, let's go over the ones we theoretically know. All right. Which ones do you theoretically know? All right, number 1, cosine of 45. What is that? Radical 2 over 2. Cosecant's a reciprocal. Cotan's a reciprocal. Sine of 60. That's your radical 3 over 2. Cosine of 180 is your negative 1. And all these are reciprocals. So let's go over this one, friends. This one's easy. So we don't know cotan of 45, but we do. What's its reciprocal? Tan. So tan of 45 is what? Tan of 45 is just 1. What's the reciprocal of 1? 1. Done. Right. What's the reciprocal of secant? Cosine. What's cosine of 45? Radical 2 over 2. So then for secant, we take this and we take the reciprocal, right? What's the reciprocal of radical 2 over 2? 2 over radical 2. Did I put an equal sign? No. I did not put an equal sign. That drives me crazy. They're not equal. They're reciprocals. That's why I put an arrow. So radical 2 over radical 2. And again, we have to rationalize. So 2 radical 2 over 2. The 2's cancel. And radical 2 is your answer. So that one, there's a little bit of simplifying going on. Oh, tan is 0. We should know that. What's that? That's 0. All right, cosecant is 60. What's the reciprocal of cosecant? Sine. Sine of 60 is radical 3 over 2. And again, we're going to flip it, right? I'm going to flip it. 2 over radical 3. Why did I put 30? I don't know. I do ridiculous things sometimes. I'm thinking 30 degrees. I was looking at the number 5. All right, rationalize. Radical 3, radical 3, 2 radical 3 over 3. So yeah, these take some work, right? All right, secant of 30. What's the reciprocal? Cosine of 30 is what? It's radical 3 over 2. So it's what we got here. 2 radical 3 over 3. Now, some of my students made the table for themselves, but I don't like memorizing when I don't have to. I know my originals. I just flip and do the work. But that's me. If you want to sit down and actually go through and memorize, go for it. But you need to be able to have the ability to figure it out. All right. Have a good day.